Hello, hello, and welcome. My name's Lainie. This is Big Girls Really Do Cry, and this is Photos of the Week live. That's because I haven't gotten around to doing it. Really bad, isn't it? Haven't managed to edit the video or anything. So hopefully a few people will pop in whilst I do this, and then it's there for anyone else afterwards as well. Because I've actually been outside. Yay! For anyone who doesn't know, I have a wheelchair and I was waiting for the wheels to be fixed, which took 3 weeks. Although I'd only not been outside for 10 days. Been stuck in bed for 10 days, to be honest. But yeah, I was really pleased to get out. Hello, Chris. I can see you. No, I probably haven't got any subscribers left after Tuesday. Just you, I think. Everyone else is unsubscribed or whatever. But yeah. So I was trying to get this sorted, and I don't really have time in the next few days because I'll be out a lot, and I've got other things happening. And I thought I'll just do it live. It's easier. I can go through the pictures. I can even zoom in on and stuff to show what I mean and things like that, which I can't do like on the videos recorded. Channel name's gone off in a huff. Huh? What for? Confused on that one. Hi Julie. Hi Joan. But yeah, I thought you were referencing my bad joke on Tuesday. But yeah, as I said, I just thought I'd do it this way, get it done, get it out there. Obviously, people can be in the chat at the same time, and then anyone who doesn't see it live can watch it back, and it'll still have my photos in. Oh, you meant a joke? I see. I get you. Well, I didn't actually, but I'll pretend. Okay. So I'm going to share the screen and we'll get started. It says there's 5 in, of which I can see 3 people chatting. If anyone else pops in, obviously I'll say hello if I can. I'll have to bring the chat up on my phone though, because this covers the screen. Yeah, nice to catch you. Been a bit of a week. Oh, I hope you're all right, Julie. Hi Martin. Right, I'm going to share the screen and get started. So I'm not here all night because I do enough of that. Right. Okay. It was lovely to chat to you earlier, John. Really enjoyed it again, as I always do. But we'll not invite him next time, right? I'm only kidding. Just kidding. Right, bring this thing up. You missed that all-night chat. Wasn't meant to be all night. It was like just late. You also missed my joke, which is good for you. Okay. Right. I need to do that and turn my sound off because I don't need to hear myself. Then I can see. Well, actually, I can't see because I need my glasses. Right, where have I put those? Anyone know? Anyone know? No one? Anyone? I put them down just willy-nilly. Is willy-nilly even a word? Oh God, eye on my head. Thanks, Martin. This is starting off well, isn't it? Really is. As you were all telling us, it's on my head. Oh my God, Lainie. See how I would never have got this video done today. I'm having a bad day. It's like I was looking for my phone earlier when I was on my phone, so now I'm looking for my glasses and they are on my head. The worst thing was is when I said, can any of you tell us? Obviously, you can see them. Oh God, I think it's getting older issues, isn't it, or whatever. God, his hair's a mess. Anyway, I'll bring the first one up, and then I'll get started. That's something you do. Well, at least I'm not alone in that. You often have to ring yourself to find your phone. I'm guessing you're doing that off the iPad, because obviously, or something. Anyway, right, first picture. Let's get started. That's it. I'm looking on my phone to see what you can see. So what have I done? So I've only been out twice since it was fixed. I literally went round the block, and then yeah, I went round the doors, round the block on, what day are we on? Thursday. So I went round the block on Tuesday, and then yesterday I went to Roker Park. I haven't gone out today because there was a little bit of blood coming away from the wound again yesterday, because obviously I had a sore on my leg as well, although it healed up loads still. I didn't want to aggravate it further, so I rested today, but I've got plans for Friday, Saturday and Sunday, given hope that it stays okay. So yeah, and I didn't know when I'd have time to record this, although to be fair, today spent a lot of procrastination, so that might not have helped. Hi Nia. I lost my work keys today and they were in your back pocket. Do you know what I hate? You know when you like search your bag or you search something and it's not there, and it's definitely not there, and you've searched, and then someone tells you to like search it again and they appear. How does that work? How does that work? I bought some air tags and put them on my keys, etc. What are air tags? Don't think I know. All right. So first picture. There's about 30 odd of them. I could possibly do some of my other favourites that I was going to do a video with this week if I didn't get out. So I'll see how the time framing is, because it might be quicker this week. Obviously, it takes about 4 hours for us to put together one of these, and if I'm editing and everything, so doing it this way, it's just took us like sort of half an hour to prep for it. Just do a couple of notes and, you know what I mean, put them in order and things like that. And obviously, however long this takes, so if these set of photos take an hour, then that's a massive cut down. So yeah. Oh, they keep track on your phone and the beep. That's cool. I think I need some of them. Yeah. I've heard of whistling key rings, Chris. Hi, Richard. All right. So, starting with this one. This is a tortoise shell butterfly, obviously. I see these flowers everywhere. I don't know what they're called. There's a full picture of one. I love them. They're like big. What's it like? They're like a big bush with these sort of flowers that come off, and I think I've seen them both in white and this sort of pinky purpley colour. I never really took much interest in butterflies, I have to say, obviously, like until I took photographs, and I mean, obviously I realised that there's more than, I thought there was probably about 2 types. I remember seeing white ones, which are the cabbage white, and then just all the others I think I just tagged as one kind of type colour of, you know what I mean, photograph. So yeah. Thanks, Martin. Hi, Jordan. Yeah, I'm just doing this live to save time. Right. So there's a few of this one, I think, because I've seen it twice on different, like in whilst I was out. So I've seen it both days I was out, is what I'm trying to say. I love how brightly coloured the butterflies are and how beautiful. Even just like the edging around, the edge. Some of them are the edging around the edge. Yeah, Lainie, that's logical. The sort of, what's this where you get like, I was going to say, it's not crimping, it's like, oh man, there's a word in it. I know there's a word, but we'll just pretend I know. Yeah, the butterfly thought it would look nice black and white and leave the butterfly colour. Do you know what? I don't know how to do that, Jordan. I need to learn. But I really don't know how to do stuff like that. Again, same butterfly, same type of butterfly. And like I said, I'm not sure if this is the small or the large because I don't know. I've never seen a small and a large next to each other to know the difference, but I just know it's a tortoiseshell, so just go with that. You can see its tongue. If I zoom there, you can see its tongue is out there. I'm sure that's not what it's called on a butterfly, but today I just haven't got like information. And there you can see it's been where they've curled it up. I didn't realise how kind of hairy they were, if that makes sense. So like all these tiny, tiny fine hairs that are all over the back that the camera manages to pick up, which is like really cool. And you can even see, like, I don't know if you can see, but on the feet you can see like the sort of bits that grip, the little sort of, I don't know if the grip onto the leaf there, and then obviously the curl of its, we're going to call it its tongue, it's probably got a better name, and you can actually see its eye there, but I'm not sure if you can see it that well. But I've seen some of these tortoiseshell ones, and this outer like little blue bit, I've got a photo, and one of them, it actually looks like hearts, you know what I mean? I just thought it looks really cool. So this was in Roker Park. Is this in Roker Park? It was either Roker Park or Indoors. Yeah, I have heard of it, Chris, but I haven't seen one. But that would be cool. Now this is a cabbage white butterfly again. It looked kind of creamy, I think, on the outside. Like, I didn't get a picture of it. I have got pictures of them, but they look kind of more creamy with the sort of speckled effect on the outside. You can see its eye there, and its tongue is going down here. But yeah, it's amazing the differences. And butterflies can live anywhere from, like, depending on the species and not being eaten by something else, it can live anywhere from a few days to about a year, which I think is the painted lady. They can live up to a year. The majority, though, I think is something like about 2 to 4 weeks. And he's on Xbox. Jordan does my head in. Honestly, he's meant to be okay, but sometimes I wonder. He gets too involved. I've got loads of cabbage whites trying to get my cabbages. I've knitted my cabbages. He has no sense of how loud he sounds because he has headphones on. All right, moving on. So this is another butterfly, but this is the outer wings of the butterfly. I have got it open, and I've never seen one of these ones before. I've never seen one of these ones before. And when I first seen it, I knew that I recognized I'd never seen it before, but hadn't seen it fully open. So this is it open, and this is a peacock butterfly. They have these sort of eye bits. They're on the bottom as well, but you can't see because of the way the wings are folded over. And apparently it was meant to fool predators or make them think it's something bigger than it is, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? So that if they think that's its eyes and then its eyes are that far apart, then they're going to be like, oh, well, we'll better avoid that because that might be more dangerous. Do you know what I mean? And also on this one, this is they look this colour underneath because they're meant to look like a dead leaf, essentially. So that again, to avoid being eaten, really. But yeah, it is really beautiful. I noticed you saying that, but it is, yeah, absolutely beautiful. And like, I never really thought about this, but we're so lucky, like in this country, to have so many different amazing creatures, breeds, and species of things that just I didn't even know existed because I didn't look. I didn't know. Not that I didn't. Well, it is that I didn't look. Or I just wasn't looking. If that wasn't it, you know, I'd be walking or going down the street, thinking of like, you know, just crap in my head rather than paying attention to what was around us, which I missed out on, you know. Right. These, I think, are red currants. I might be wrong, but someone may be able to correct us. I just took a picture of them. That's about all I know. The feature again later on, as I said, I think red currants, but someone hopefully can let us know. This is a green bottle fly. You always green bottle doesn't, you know, because like blue bottle, oh, it's blue bottles. Everybody knows green bottles are not really kind of is known, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And maybe it's because like you don't really see the green bottles in the house so much. I don't think blue bottles tend to come in. But yeah. Hi Sharon. No flies. I mean the food for something else, but you know, I've not necessarily this picture, but I've got pictures, and you can clearly see like the hair sticking up off the back of it and stuff. It's really freaky. You've missed. I'm on picture 9, so not very many. Not very many. Again, there's a green bottle fly. There's a couple of drips of water there on this flower. It was just a different angle. You can see its little like the butterfly. You can see its little. What are these? I don't know if they're like forgetting what they're used for, and I remembered, and now I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, they're a bit weird looking close up. I mean, can you imagine if these were like our size living around here? But I'll be like really freaked out. This is just a sunflower. I seen a sunflower. I took a picture. There's a sunflower. One thing I did know about sunflowers is quite a lot of what they're called. I've just totally lost the thing. Quite a lot of flowers and plants and things are not good for cats and dogs and stuff. And I was trying to find flowers for someone, and sunflowers are fine, so that was good. Excuse my son. There's a film, isn't there, where a man turns into a fly? Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. I think it's called The Fly. I think there was 2. Like, I think it was like, I don't know. I can't remember watching the second one. I do vaguely remember seeing the first one though, but it'll have been a long time ago. All right. Hi, Evan. What you doing awake? So I'm guessing this is a bee of some description. Bees and wasps and hornets and stuff, and then there's hoverflies and other things that, and then there's a fly that imitates bees, and then honestly, it's so confusing. It's so confusing to get which type of bee or wasp it is. Now I think it's a bee. I was told that if it's furry, it's a bee, so I'm going with that. However, there's like a fly that looks like it's furry, but isn't actually black and white. It's more black. But yeah, not really sure. And I mean, some people have got like even better cameras where you can see like the eye bits and all the tiny little, little holes in that. Oh, you're allowed. No worries. It's amazing. But now this one I was a bit confused by because it looks waspish to me. And then I thought maybe it was a hornet. And then I thought, I don't know. But this body part looks a bit furry. So then I thought, oh, well, maybe it's not a wasp. And it's got this, like, so it looks cut out, like it's got a bit missing in here. So I wonder, there's something called a yellow jacket. I'm not sure if you can get both wasps and bees as yellow jackets, but I believe this looks like a yellow jacket, but whether it is a bee or a wasp, I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought maybe a hornet, but I'm not really sure. Jordan's confusing. But yeah, need someone who knows. I just kept it in because I wanted to ask, and then someone who knows better. Now again, I think this is a bee. I like this because obviously the camera, the depth of field. I'm learning this stuff. So the depth of field is, where the background blurs. But I just liked how the wings had kind of blurred within it, in the depth of field type of thing, and the movement, I suppose. But you could see the blur of the movement of the wing. It's a yellow jacket bee. Do you think, Evan? All right. Yeah, it does. It does, doesn't it? The prior one looks nasty. I think it's just because it's that very decisive sort of yellow and black colour. But yeah, I really liked this picture. I just thought, like, I just liked it. And anyway, but yeah, thanks for that. And the flower is pretty, isn't it, Evan? Right, and this is a hoverfly. On this, I think this is a thistle. Thistle. It's how the tail ends to look sharp and scary. But anyway, I know this is a hoverfly. What I always find a bit funny about these is the head. They just look a bit odd, like. So is it Spaceballs? It looks like it's got something a bit too big. And I think the brown bit is like its eye essentially, but it just looks kind of a bit helmet-ish. If that makes sense. I've got the next picture is also a hoverfly, I think. But I shall show you. What's disgusting? What, bees? Oh, I love bees and wasps and flies, and I love all of them. Oh, do you mean the wasps are scary? Yeah. So again, another hoverfly. It's just, I don't know what these kind of trumpet looking flowers are called, but I see them quite often. Oh, hoverflies is just, it's scary. Oh, the flower is spiky. Yeah. And that's the flower that I was talking about. Someone, I'm sure, did tell me what these were called, but I haven't got Scooby Doo because I can't remember. Nothing stays in my head in the most part. It just sort of washes over. But yeah, I really love these. And like I said, I've seen them in this colour and in white. I have to say I prefer this colour. It's more pinky purple. Okay, so this is a great tit. He was picking whatever these were, berries, I think, some type of berries that are on this tree. And he was just, yeah, I managed to catch him looking through. It was quite high up actually, so I was really quite pleased with this. I mean, my camera's got pretty good zoom, so that's cool. Is that big a butterfly bush? I don't know what you mean. Hi Tam and Belle, hope you're okay. Yeah, so I was really chuffed to get these because these great tits, blue tits I tend to see quite a lot. I don't see these quite as much. And oh, yeah, because you quite often see. You mean like because you quite often see butterflies on them? Oh, so that. Hold on, wait a minute. Go back. So this is called the butterfly bush. That's its actual name. Is that what you mean? No tea jokes tonight, people. Thank you. Tea jokes? I'm not very bright today. Am I not? Am I missing something? I apologise. Honestly, I'm so not in. That's why my glasses were on my head. That whole thing. Yeah. Anyway. Oh no! Now I know what you mean. No tea jokes. Yes. 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 There's a child in here. I think it may have another name, but it's known as a butterfly bush. All right, I like that. That's cool because you do see a lot of butterflies on them and bees, to be honest. So yeah, cool. And you're doing good, Tam and Belle. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm good. Much better because I can get out and escape. All right, this is a long-tailed tit. It's not the best picture I've took. I do have one better picture. There was about 12, 15 of them all in the tree. And yeah, they're so cute, like really cute. And I don't think this really gives how cute they are. They're very small. They've obviously got a long tail, given the reason why they're called the long tail tit. I don't see them that often again. So when I saw like a group of them, I was kind of trying to follow them about. But because of how tiny they are and the fact that they're are in the middle of a tree, it's really hard to get pictures of them. So I was chuffed with this one, even though it wasn't the greatest. But it's funny because I didn't know these existed, or at least not in this country. In fact, no, I didn't know they existed. Never mind in this country. And if someone had asked us, I would have said they weren't from this country because I'd never heard of them. And that's the sad thing, really, that these things have always been there and I didn't know. All right, this is I think, a young pied wagtail. It's definitely a wagtail. I could tell by the way it was moving and everything. But they're normally darker than this, so I'm guessing this is a young one, and that's why. And that's the basis of this one. Moving on to the squiggles, or the squirrels, I should say. So this is as I go around the park a few times in like different areas, and I know where I usually see certain things. So I was going around, and I could hear this crunching and some movement at the top of the tree. So I thought, oh, I bet you that's a squirrel. And he was sitting there munching. So I managed to get some pictures. Right, the light wasn't the greatest because the sun had gone in and it was quite cloudy. But I just felt like he was doing an impression of Tommy Cooper. It looked like he was going just like that. Like, I mean, it's probably just me, but yeah, he was eating. A wagtail is a bird, Evan. He was eating the berries off the tree. So I'm not sure if these are the same berries as the one I mentioned earlier. So like in the red currants, but he was he was proper crunching away on them, and it was so like it was cute to listen to. It sounds really weird, but I was trying to get him every time he came out of the bushes and stopped still so that I could take photos of him. So I got a few, which I will show you the rest in a second. No, thanks, Jordan and Sharon. Hi, May. Oh yeah, definitely. It's been great to get out. You love the wagtails, yeah, me too. And then on this one, he looks like he's like, you can't see me. I'm not here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not here. Nobody can see me. Just ignore it all. It's not happening. Or freeze, and then no one will know. Something like that. Anyway, oh yes. Oh, he's going, Alan, Alan, Alan. But yeah, he's very cute. Very cute. Aries again. And it's amazing how like they hold on and they just, I mean, he's only held on by his back, claw, paw, feet, legs, things. Would it be paws for a squirrel? I'm guessing. But yeah. He's only holding on by the back ones, and the fact that he's kind of leaning forward while he munches on some more berries. Yeah, he needs his nails, doesn't he? Otherwise, he'd fall, I guess. Yeah, exactly. I'm not here. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Thank you, Tam Bell. Again, there you see, as you can see, he's grabbing for them and things. So it's like trying to watch. But at this point, he was right at the top. But yeah, I suppose look at them claws. You wouldn't want to scratch him by one of them, would you? But it keeps him balanced up there. What, this one? Either one of them standing. I'm not sure which you mean. You subbed and you liked. Oh, thanks, Evan. What does Evan plays Fortnite? Is that EF? Is in the rude thing? I hope not, mister. Anyway. Again, he was just one leg over there and keeping himself balanced while he was enjoying his it's just really cute, isn't he? Have you seen the video where the squirrel gets caught back? Oh yes, I have. That is ouch. What's Five Nights at Freddy's? Doesn't sound good. Right. This was kind of like quite far up the tree, right? And I was thinking, is that a mushroom growing like that far up? Because normally it's a horror game. Horrible. Normally, mushrooms grow like at the bottom, don't they? Like, well, it's normally where I see them. I've never really noticed up the trees before. But obviously, looking for birds, I spotted this, and then I noticed it was on another one. Yes, it's a fungi. Fungi. So I zoomed, obviously, and it's weird how it looks underneath. It's quite kind of furry looking. Is that weird? You know? It's quite weird. But yeah, and I wondered if this was suitable for, you know, some creature to eat. I know that some mushrooms can be poisonous and stuff. Yeah, it looks like a sponge. Your profile is FNAF. Yeah, I can see it in the title thing. Looks like there's a face in there. I know I'm like freaking myself out now. Is that a face? Nah, didn't look so much like that when you zoomed in. But yeah, it looks like a sponge. I agree. One of them natural ones that you can get. Yeah. Anyway, more of these berries. So this is a female blackbird, and she's got a berry, not a nickberry, just a berry. You have lots of similar fungi on the trees in work, and they look cool. Oh wow! I've never noticed it that high up. I've seen like ones lower down, but then I suppose like it's gonna have the same issues in those areas up there. You know what I mean? A Mary Berry, yes. That could be her name. I could call her Mary Berry. And now she's got two. So she got another one. And if we move on again, now she's got three. I honestly don't know if she was keeping them in her mouth, but she was. And she was, you know, happily allowing me to take pictures, thankfully. And then the reason that she's got all of them is she's got a baby. So this is her baby here. I love this picture. She was looking up at something, and he or her is getting its adult feathers. I'll get the words out properly. And she was just looking up at something, and maybe deciding where she was going to go next for the next one. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute. Oh, I did see her feed him, but then when I went and take another picture, I missed feeding it, and then I thought, well, I either wait here, because there usually is a lot of waiting in photography. I either wait here for another one, or I just accept what I've got and go around. Hi Brad, I hope you're good. Haven't seen you about for a bit, but I hope you're good. But yeah, I just think that's cute. Bet she was thinking, what am I going to make for dinner? Yeah, I know. I'll just get you some berries. A Mary berry, a Nick berry. You can have all the berries. Sorry, is it Lena? Is that your name? Lena? If I pronounced that wrong, I apologise. You had a dove in your garden. Oh, very nice. They're very pretty. The fungi have gills underneath where the spurs are held under until they disperse. So is that like their seeds or something? Is that what you mean? I'm not very good at like stuff. All right, so this is a wood pigeon, and this is a wood pigeon's baby. Doing well, thanks. I've been missing a lot of live streaming of late. Time differences my killer, so usually on playback instead. Yeah, that that is one thing that we can agree on. So yeah, so as I said, this is a wood pigeon. I love pigeons, right? And I just think that they look so like, they look a bit dopey, and that sounds awful. No, it's not a Lainie bird. Just don't laugh like a wood pigeon. But yeah, this is its baby. Excuse the person next. I don't know. Anyway, he oh, it was obviously being fed, right? So at first I thought, oh, that's how they're fed, because I could see the wood pigeon was regurgitating the food or whatever. And it got to the point where this occurred. and they just look really shocked. I think he is winning. He's squawking at something. Squawking more than this blinking pigeon. That man isn't happy. Oh, so Evan, I thought you at first were you my nephew, because I've got a nephew called Evan, and I thought that's who you were. But then you've said that man isn't happy. I'm thinking, oh well, it can't be. But yeah, so it was doing that, and then it was like, wow, just stick your old face in there, mate. You know. I think it's so weird. Like, you know, and the parent just looks like majorly shocked, doesn't it? It's like, ugh. It's very freaky. And then, like, literally that far in. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? It is. I just didn't know if you wanted me to say his name. Oh, David. No, it's fine, Evan. That's fine. I thought it was you, and then I was like, but then why are you watching? Why do you have horror? Why are you on horror things? Anyway, do birds have tonsils? Well, if it did, it doesn't now. Anyway, this is the last of what I took in the last couple of days. So yeah. So like I said, this is the yeah, they did exactly, they did, but not now. Oh, your mum left you. All right. So as I said, this is what I've took in the last couple of days, and then seeing as it's only 1:15, I'm going to go through the favourites I didn't show when I did my favourites when I wasn't able to get out. So because I'd actually set them out. So I should have probably set those up, shouldn't I? That would have been easier. Right, hold on. I think they're in this. They're in this. Yeah. I haven't done these in any order, but these were some of my favourites of the past. This was like one of the first bee pictures that I took, and that's why I like it. But in comparison now, you know, it's different. How long am I streaming for? Not much longer. I'm going to show these and then I'll be going off. It's just that I'm not going to get a chance to, so I might as well do these what I was going to show before if I'd never got out. This is the beach. I just love it down there. It's like takes your mind away from the world, as it were. And you may remember some of these, and some of them you may not have seen because they might have been took before I started doing all of this, like, kind of thing. This is Fulwell Mill. I've only been along twice. It's not massively far away from me. I've only been along twice. The first time I took this photo, so this was with the old camera. And I went along with my new camera, and there was a crane there doing some work on it, so I didn't really get any photographs at the time. So yeah, Seaburn, you're right. You love the sound of the sea. I do as well. I find it really calming. Even if the sea isn't really calm, I still find it really calming. So it's cool. You love your beach. You love my beach photos. Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, and I was trying to get a bit more artsy or whatever it was. So I had like the grass in front of the Roker Lighthouse or Roker Pier, and I was just trying different things. And this was like from the top, so it was just, yeah, it was cool. Again, trying to be a bit more artsy with it. I'd gone along to Seaburn and took a photo through this ornamentally fenced stuff that's here. Don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it looks like. And managed to get this picture, and I was really chuffed with it. I just thought I had to sort of sit up straight and then lift my camera up to be able to reach, though. That was the only thing, because it was a little high. But yeah, and this is my first ever squirrel picture. This is in the calendar. This was taken on the old camera. There was a lady who used to bring these monkey nuts down for them, and so she just leaves them in a pile. So I think I waited about 40 minutes for this picture, trying to follow this squirrel. But yeah, this is in the camera, in the calendar. If anyone hasn't got one, they're in Age of Mind. Please go back in my other video. Well, there's another video about them and the links to buy one, etc. This is also, it's not in the calendar, but it was one of my cards. But this is Mowbray Park in the city centre, and it's just, I just felt so at peace at the time. I remember, with the all the different coloured leaves in the water, and it just felt like, just took us away from stuff, if that makes sense. And I think that's always a good thing. Again, this is Roker Lighthouse, and just where the sun was hitting it in this window here. So that's cool. Yeah, did you see the museum in the background of the picture? And the one before that is. Again, I'd love to come along the pier again, and it's all cobbly, which isn't great, but I would do it if I could get down the bank to this area, but I still haven't found that way yet. I just like the sky, and then the fact that I got that bird and it was sort of just going dark, and yeah, I just like the sky. I took a picture, and just the sort of row of the dark outlines of the houses in the background at the bottom. Yeah, whatever. We'll just go with that at the bottom. Again, the beach. This is facing towards Roker. I just love it down here. Again, just the sound of the water and the escapism it gives. You like the shadowy bits, do you? Yeah, me too. This is also one of my cards. You will have seen it before. A lot of people have said to us who've seen this that they like the fact that they wanted to walk down here, down this path in the middle here. Well, slightly to the side. But yeah, I think it's up there. I really love this picture. Get them sent into BBC. Yeah, I've been trying to do that, and I haven't really getting anywhere. Well, one of them I sent them to, I was sent them to the wrong place. And then there's this thing where you can put them on. I think it's called the big picture, like the weather or whatever. but most of them are of views, you know what I mean? So yeah, Alice in Wonderland or Lainie in Wonderland. Yeah. Again, this was used as one of my card pictures. It just, you know, view of the beach. It was a lovely day, and just you could just imagine sitting on that chair and letting all your worries disappear. I feel like I was going to burst into Fraggle Rock there, but yeah, that's what it gives, kind of thing, just to be able to chill out and relax and disappear. I think I just tried something in black and white. Again, it was just the beach, the pier right in the distance there. Just tried it in black and white, but I just felt it give like a calming thing. Yeah, I looked at Countryfile because they had a competition, but I missed the closing date for it. But never mind. The clouds are spaced very nicely. Well, I have no control over that, Evan, and, you know, but yeah, they are. Again, just another one of the pier, and there's a little, you know, just a little sailing boat. Is that? I don't know. Yeah, quite a few people about. I went fishing with my dad and brother down here, and so my dad was teaching my brother to fish and showing him how to cast and all that. And I was like, can I have a go? Can I have a go? Anyway, I hadn't really been paying attention to them fishing, so I didn't really know what I was doing. Yeah, with your dad. Yeah, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So we went to he said to it, my dad says, right, you know, there you go. But I think he assumed that I'd been paying attention to him teaching my brother when I hadn't actually. So I did the cast bit and let go of the fishing rod and it fell in the water. We went home, shall we say. Never went to go fishing again. But yeah, I kind of just flung it in with the cast, as it were. I don't have it. What I have is one of them gorilla pods. I don't know if you'll see it if I show it on the camera, because it'll be on the little screen, won't it? So there. It's just a gorilla pod that I put the camera on the end, and then hold it. You know. This is another one I really like. I just love the cloud. I love the this sort of, it's a commemorative like post thing or cross, and just with the sun there in the background, and then the way the sky and the clouds are, I just really liked it. You've got nothing to be sorry for, Evan. Yeah, they are really good. Like I had this holds 100. No, this holds 1,000 kilograms. No, a kilogram. Yeah. The camera weighs about 600 and odd grams, I think, and this holds a kilogram. And I had a smaller one. I had a one that held 500 grams. Obviously, wasn't good enough for the camera I got. So yeah. Again, this is Mowbray Park. And the little bridge in the distance over there. And I just liked the way the light was hitting through the trees, and then at the edge of the pebbles here on the water. I just thought it was cool. So it's again one of my favourites. And also, if you look at the way the light hits all the bushes, so like they look like they're on fire slightly, if that makes sense. Not in a bad way, or they've got like tiny weeny lights all over them. You can see them over there as well, but more on this side. And I just like that, you know, feeding the ducks. Yeah. This is a sunset over the river. I couldn't lift the camera over the fence, unfortunately, so the fence is in the picture, but it doesn't affect it too much, I guess. Right there is the Spire Bridge. Over here in this darkness is the Queen Alexandra Bridge, but you can't see it, and then the river that goes through. Obviously the sun over there, but yeah, I liked it. Again, another one of the sun going down. Sunset. These are the only sunset pictures I've ever taken. This was taken with my other camera, so I'm hoping soon to get out with the newer camera and see what I can get. But I've also found a new place to take them, not far from where I took these, but I would skip the railings essentially. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, see what I can do. Hi Dodo. But that'd be cool. But I like the colours. I like the sort of darkness up here, like the darker sort of bluey grey up here, and then the next is it like kind of looks in like layers of colour all the way down. You know what I mean? Yes, Evan, it is. Of course. And then if you've seen my cards or whatever, you'll know this is also a card picture. I remember taking this, and when I took it, I was really chuffed, and I thought, oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like, because it looked like this tree or bush thing was holding the sun in the center there. Obviously, you can see the Spire Bridge just in the background. But yeah, I really like this picture, and yeah, I think a lot of people have said that they love this one. Again, you can see like the levels of colour. Like for me, I don't know if it shows up to you as well, but like all the different sort of levels of colour that go down through it. It's like slight changes till you come down from a sort of blue to a kind of reddy orange right at the bottom. But yeah, I love it. Again, just another sunset picture. It's just looking a bit more orange, I suppose. I think Sharon likes this picture as well. Just with the lights, with the street lights, because I was over the other side of the road. There's kind of like a main road that goes through here, and it leads to the sort of motorway. Right at the top it does anyway. The river's over there, and there's some car lights over here. Obviously the sun was going down, and all of the lamps that go along. And I think what I did is ombre. What I did was Sharon edited it. Well, I edited it, but she said, bring it down so like you can just see the top of here and then the bottom of there. So it kind of looked like it just made your eye sort of go across rather than like having the space above and below. And it looked quite good, and it would have looked good like, as a banner type of thing. He's on Xbox 7, which is, annoying. You love you love your landscape pictures. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Julie. Have you tried painting with light? I did a few when I was at college. So much fun to do. No, and it's all something I need to learn, because I literally haven't got a Scooby-Doo what I'm doing, and that sounds really bad. And I know like the terms of depth of field. I know about the ISO. I know the names is what I mean, but I don't really know what you do. I know obviously shutter speed and things like that, but I don't really know how to use the camera essentially. Yeah, I think is it is it because you slow it down so it becomes like in one just blurred more one circle of like movement rather than like, you know what I mean? I think because I was watching this guy because I've been trying to learn, but in a minute my brain's just been all over, so nothing's really staying in. And I was watching this guy, and he was talking about it, and he was saying that you know, to get like, you know, when you get like the waterfalls where they look sort of smoky almost, and I think that's something to do with shutter speed as well. And he also did like the stars in the sky, and it looked like they were just like it just looked like a circle, like one big circle. Yeah, the aperture too. So you're restricting the light. Yeah, I need to learn. I really do. I wish someone like could teach us, like, because I'm probably better to be taught, like if someone showed us to do it and then did, you know what I mean, like did it kind of thing. Whereas like the guy who I was watching, he didn't, he had a DSLR, which I don't, but also he was saying that it works with any camera. It doesn't matter of your camera, you know what I mean, type of thing. I took a sunset on my phone really early. I love it. That's my screenshot on my phone. Yeah, it's such a nice thing, isn't it? Just that sort of watching the sun go down or watching it come up, which is something I want to do. No, I've yet to do it. This is the only moon picture I took. This was took on my other camera. Again, this is something I need to revisit. I've got a better zoom now than I did when I took this. And so, honestly, I'm gonna, yeah, we'll just move on. Yeah, I've got a better zoom and stuff like that. So I'd really like to see what the this camera could do, but I'd also like to be able to go out when it is actually dark and there's like really cool moons. Like recently we've had some really cool moons, but it's a shame I just wasn't able to go out and, you know, take photographs. Google image Bosanko. Bosanko, is that how you say it? I'm sure that oh man, I'm sure that Lex had told us about that and something else as well, and I can't remember what it is. It's gone out of my brain. He does really good ones, does he? Can use a filter to restrict light also for water shots. All right, I've heard of filters. But do they work with like a bridge camera rather than a DSLR? Because like I said, I just found the DSLR was too chunky and awkward for me. You know, like with being in the wheelchair, I needed something I could hold properly with one hand, whilst I was driving about and that, and also just all the gear you have to bring. I mean, yeah. And plus, I would have had all the gear and no idea, as it's heard. The moon tonight is orange. Oh, cool. That would be nice. There's a Southern Photographic Association. Wonder if they are interesting. Just Google them. Oh, I'll have a look. The photos on their site aren't as good as yours. Oh, thanks, John. I took some lovely close-ups of the moon with my Samsung S21 Ultra phone, 100 times zoom on my Instagram. Oh, I'll have to have a look, Richard. But yeah, like I said, this was took on the little Nikon Coolpix compact I had, which I also took the squirrel with the nuts picture on and the bee picture. In fact, quite a few of these are off that camera, as is this. There's a hotel down Mocha, and in the back there's like a car park area, and there's some things, and these are there, and there's also two lions. I'm not sure if I took a picture of the lion or not, but yeah, I've forgotten the name of these. It's gone out of my brain, but yeah, these are sort of placed out the back. I don't know how long they've been there. Don't know where they've come from or anything. So Not sure. Hi, Dave. Oh yeah, I did take a picture of the line. So there's 2 lines, and these are either side of the path that leads up to the car park. So this this one, and then there's one opposite, you know, facing the other way kind of thing. But yeah, cameras on phones are amazing these days. That's true. You love the symmetry in that photo. But this one. So again, this is Roca Pier. We used to have a second pier over here, and this used to come in further over here, and then there used to be another pier here, another pier here, yeah. But then after so long, they realised they wanted to get bigger ships and things to come through to get to the river and stuff. So they took some of it away, basically, and this is how it looks now. But I made this black and white, and I did have it as my what's it called, cover picture on Facebook for a while. I would have liked to take this out here. There's like a little pole or something. Again, have no clue how to take stuff out like that, so not likely to yeah, not likely to be able to do that as yet. My brother can do stuff like that. My brother's much more clued up. It's strange because my granddad was a photographer, and he stopped when it went digital because he just couldn't deal with the change, and I think he was he just couldn't deal with the change, so he stopped. And then my brother always had an eye for photography, and has done for years. And I never thought it was anything I would like, and really didn't. And so it's amazing to think that it's something I love now. But yeah, I guess it is in the genes. I just didn't realise it was. This is Roca Pier again. It's just a different angle. The sky looked really weird, and it's sort of almost like light that comes over here like that, and then all this is really bright, and yet the pier is so dark. It's mad how that works. Photoscape is a good, free, easy-ish photo editor. The only thing I use is basically what you get on Windows, which allows you to crop it. It allows you to brighten it up or darken it. It allows you to make the clarity a little bit clearer, or make the sort of, is it vinaigrette, like where you sort of blur the edges a bit? Is that what it is? Either the outside or the inside, I can't remember. But yeah, there's a phone app called Retouch. You can remove right. I might have to look for that. I know a lot of people are really good at this sort of stuff, and then they use raw files, and like they can edit them any which way they want. But I would really like to learn how to bring out the colour and have everything black and white, like you said. Can you remove all of your X's? That's a good idea, John. Love the colours of the sky. Yeah, me too. Again, I was in the same place as the bridges over there, and it just managed to catch the trees. Just makes the light coming through the trees makes all the trees light up to me. And I think this was in the autumn at the time. I used to use Lightroom. Is that good? Oh, this should have been in the other pictures, and I missed it off. When I did the funny and odd. That's what this should have been in, unless I did do it in there. Can you see the face? So there's his head round there, like that. It's his head. It's got eye there. It's got eye there. It's got a nose there, mouth there, and then he's got a white beard that comes down here. Yes, he's also wearing some sort of hat with like a thing in the middle here. That's just my brain. So, does anyone else see it? Or maybe not. Maybe it is me. You see Santa? Yes, see, you see it. Yeah, I think it does. I think he looks like he was in one of those. Do you remember those sort of kung fu style movies back in the day? You know, like where they didn't talk. You know what I mean? Like it was dubbed over and it was really bad or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, like a scarf with a knot at the front. Yeah, I'd go with that. Or like some sort of like I see into the future geezer. You know what I mean? What is in my future? Yes, or the old master. That's the word I was looking for, Sharon. Exactly. Um, I've missed this off the bird one. God, I did really good. You know, when I put these in the right order, I missed this off the bird one. So I just thought it looked like a seagull couple in a bit of a mood with each other. I mean, to be fair, seagulls always look like they're in a mood, so it's not really any different. I also missed. Well, I suppose I could have put this on the bird one, but I just liked the way the sun was coming through and reflecting through. But the swans are on there. Shame that this sign was here. There's a couple of ducks over there, but the thing in the background, the building in the background, is the winter garden. And like I said, I just loved how it was coming through, reflecting. It's Hilda Rockton with a beard. A green man, tree spirit. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you gotta love seagulls. Don't say that to Sharon, no, but you do. This was took in Thompson Park. Again, it was just the sun was going down. I thought it looked spooky with the trees, and so I took a picture, and hence this is it. This is in my other creatures collection. So this is a seal that I saw in the river. They're not the greatest pictures because obviously there's some distance to cover to take a photo of it. But I just thought it looked like it was swimming asleep, and I thought that would be me. You know what I mean? That would be me. But yeah. Also, if you have seen my cards, this is one of my card pictures as well. So it's a daffodil with all the water drops on. I love this picture. But yeah, I just find it, don't know, cool. And oh, we've got a blue bottle. I think I mentioned this about the hair earlier on, and you can see the hair better and on its legs and its little face and stuff. But yeah, the blue bottle. Thought we'd had a few green bottles. Why not change it? I don't know what kind of flower this is. Really like this picture because of the water again. I just think it adds something, to have the water on there, the raindrops. So it's great to go out and take photos just after it's rained. You get like obviously a lot of these effects, which is cool. Oh, she's very unimpressed by golds. Bless her. And then a hedgehog. I have never seen a hedgehog before in real life up until this day when I took this photo. I know it was odd to see it out through the day because normally they're not out through the day. But I know I've got a friend who knows this kind of stuff, and she said to me that as long as he or she, I'm going to say it's a she, was active, she said that there's a lot of hedgehogs have babies at this time of the year, or at the time that I took this. So I think that was back in sort of April-ish. And so they sometimes come out for food in the day just to keep up with demand. But yeah, it was the first time I'd ever seen a hedgehog in real life, so that was cool. Tiggy Winkle, yes. Well, you may know the story of this one, but I went to Suter Lighthouse, yes, and it took me 2 hours, and it was 5 miles away from where I live, and I did do a video about it, which was, yeah, a lot of anxiety and stuff, but I was really chuffed that I did it because it was, the furthest I'd gone away from home in the wheelchair was 2 miles and something, and so this was like over double what I'd done before, and I hadn't seen it for years, and so yeah, it means a lot to me, kind of, this picture, essentially, because it was cool to be able to complete that task, in even though I was scared, especially when I went through Whitburn Village, because the traffic there was mad, and also crossing over the cellar doors that I had to do, and hoping to God they didn't fall through when I did. Yeah, that was quite freaky. I'm not sure. I don't know if that is a morning glory flower. I don't know. Could be a petunia, could it? I'm really not clued up on flowers. A meadow cranesbill flower. Not a clue. Not a clue. Hedgehogs have long black poos, do they? You saw a hedgehog yesterday on the dog walk. There's loads around there, yeah. I took in a hedgehog a few months ago that was injured. We got it to a special local hedgehog place. She got better and we were allowed to name her Hermione and got to release her in a garden. Oh, that's lovely. They're just leaving you presents, Sharon. It's leaving you presents. All right, so this is I heard something buzzing, right? And I was like, what's that? And then I saw this sort of leaf flying, and I'm like, and buzzing. And I'm thinking to myself, it's a flying leaf that's buzzing. Anyway, it turns out it's called a shield bug. And yeah, they're really cool. Obviously, they look like a leaf so that they are not eaten, because those that would eat them as a bug would assume they were a leaf and so not eat them. So it's basically a disguise, as it were. But yeah, never seen one before, never heard one. But this kind of happens when you hang around bushes. But yeah, so they are class, Dodo, aren't they? Really are. Okay, so I took this picture of a rose. I really like it. I like the fact it looks. Now, I assume it was dying or for whatever reason, but it kind of looked like it was burnt, and maybe it was because I took this in the time when we had, red hot weather. So I don't know if that was the case and it was burnt, or if it was just, if it was just dying. But I just thought it looked cool, if that makes sense, with the difference in it. So yeah. No worries, Jordan. Good night. Oh, thank you, Gina. Okay, so now I think this is a hydrangea, so I might be wrong. I always think hydrangea sounds like some sort of superhero. It's oh no, it's the hydrangea. It just sounds like a superhero. Just me? Okay, just me. But yeah, I like this picture, and it looked quite good. There you go. You think it got wet and then dried quickly in the sun? Ah, yeah, that would make sense, Chris. Yeah, so it did kind of burn in the sun essentially, but yeah, makes sense. No, exactly, Dave. People don't take the time to look at stuff that's going on around them, and I was one of them. Up until I got the camera, I was one of them. You've got 4 hydrangeas in your garden and you love them, yeah. But does it sound like does it sound like a superhero to you, or is it just me? I'm guessing because you didn't say then it's just me. You're off as well. Got my crappy real job tomorrow. Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you. Good night, Tamabel. All right. So this is 3 rabbits. Rabbits. Um, so we have a city centre park, which I always find weird to think that there's rabbits in there. And I'd seen one a few times, but never seen 3 of them together. And all of a sudden there was 3 of them, and they were all playing together and enjoying running around chasing each other and stuff. And they all stopped, and I managed to get a photo. So yeah, of them all together. So I was pleased with that. Do you prefer photographing plants, animals, or scenery? I don't really know. Like, I think probably birds are like up there, but I actually like all of them: birds, insects, animals, creatures, scenery. The problem with this, the only thing is that I tend to have issues with the scenery ones because I need to be able to get into certain angles, be able to take the picture that I want to, and I can't usually get into that angle to be able to do that. So I sometimes get frustrated by it. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I think if I can get out and do more like sunsets and if I can get out to do sunsets and sunrises, I think I would really enjoy doing some more of those. But I don't know, a bond with the birds now, I think, which is something I never thought I'd say. But actually, the same with the insects though, because I get right close now, and I used to be scared of everything, fly, whatever, buzzed, whatever, and now it doesn't bother us, you know. Have so much more understanding, I think, for them all, and it's taught us a lot. And also, I've learned so much, and I see so much more, which is amazing. I used to go camping, and all the rabbits came out at night. Yeah, yeah, I've quite often seen them, like when I've gone, or at least seen one, but I was quite chuffed to see 3. Um, I watched a wasp fight the other day. 2 wrestling on the floor. Oh, I need to get busier. Hi, Denise. What's up, Doc? Yep, what's up, Doc? Oh, that's all right, Denise. Thank you. You definitely have really good eye. I love your animal photos. You capture them so naturally. Oh, thank you, Gaina. Is it Gaina? I know it's because I normally don't have an E on the end, but it just could be a different spelling, so you know what I mean. You get used to having blackbirds come in the house until we got terriers, yeah, and imagine them not being very nice about it. We had a baby wren coming ours the other day, and I was like trying to get the dog to distract him to come into my room so that he didn't see it. I'm not sure how he would react, but I think he would just catch it anyway, even if he thought it was like something to play. You know, yes, okay now. Oh, thanks, Denise. Okay, moving on. Mr. Squirrel. I took these in Roker Park. I liked the fact that the sort of colour on the leaves and stuff that was just, they were just coming through at the time, I think, the leaves, and it kind of blurred, and just the look on his face, just looking down. I really liked the picture. I took this down the river, so we used to be known for shipbuilding. Quite often it says SP Austin and Son Limited Shipbuilders and Repairs. This mural Muriel is the girl's name, isn't it? Mural was created like to commemorate that, and obviously someone had pulled this out the river, this bike, and then they just placed it against the railing, and with that in the background, and it made me wonder sort of where, you know, what kind of life this bike had, not what kind of life it had, but like who it belonged to, and, you know, were they here when this was here, and you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Just to, I don't know what it is, but like obviously it's had a life, and maybe somebody loved the bike and, you know, used it everywhere, and obviously it's ended up in the river for whatever reason. But I just thought, I just like this sort of picture, I guess. This was on the way to Consway Park just before, and there's all like the cornfields, and yeah, I just liked it with the wall and the blue skies and the houses right up in the distance there, and a little bit of fence, and I just thought it looked really peaceful. Oh, I really liked this photograph. I took this photo, and when I took it, I didn't really think anything of it. I was trying to get both pictures of both of the ships in the picture. However, I didn't realise it now looks like the ships were dueling, like, you know, it was like 10 steps apart, 10, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. I mean, it's probably just me, but I have got an overactive imagination. So yeah, probably is just me. This is the Queen Alexandra Bridge with some, not sure what these flowers are, sort of look pretty in the front of it, and so I took it basically. So this is it, the Queen Alexandra Bridge again, but it's sort of like from a different point, and you can see it going across the river, and you can see the river. And we used to have, I think this used to be part of the old railway track that ran along here, this bit over there. So yeah, I don't know if anyone's still here. No one spoke for a bit, but all right. Anyway, wildflowers, just thought they looked really pretty. So this is part of my favourites. Like I said, these photos that I'm showing you now, part of my favourites that I've kept separate. I just really like the wildflowers. I think they look, as I said, really pretty. Yeah, the River Weir, that is correct. So this picture of this poppy was in the pathway that was leading up to the windmill, and it was right on the area where you drove through, and it managed to survive somehow, and I just took a picture of it because it sort of looked cool that it managed to survive. And then this is the said picture of the windmill. Now, when I said earlier on the windmill that I took from a different angle, and I had to crop it because it there was over here where you can't see, in front of that other building that was on the photograph before, there was a crane, so I cropped that out. And if you look, right down the bottom there's that poppy that I took the picture of. And this gate opens. It's at the side here. this gate also open, so I was surprised that it had managed to not being crumpled by the wheels of cars and stuff that come up here. But yeah, I love the wildflowers as well. I just think they look so pretty, and always reminds us of that artist. Is it Monet? Monet. I think it's Monet. So these are recent bee pictures that I took. These are some of my favourites. Well, there was quite a few on this. I'm not sure what these flowers are, but they were absolutely covered in pollen, these bees, and I mustn't have put them in order, but yeah, that was one of them. And this is right back when the blossom was just happening. I love it when all the blossom comes out, because it looks so pretty. We get like some are pink and some are white, but absolutely love it. This is the female squirrel that I took not that long ago. Again, I put it in my all-time favourites. I love this picture. I love the fact that you can tell she's female, because normally there's lots of hair under here, but when they've got babies, the hair disappears around the teats. I'm not going to say, yeah. So the hair disappears around the teats, so they're defined, and that's the only way you can tell if a squirrel is male or female, like in terms of just looking at them for us. So it was cool to know that she was a Mrs. Squirrel. I think, is this a peony? Peony. Yeah, I think that's what this is, a peony. My mum always used to have them in the garden. I really like them, but they don't look good for very long, and then all of a sudden they just fall apart. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm going to say night. Got to get up at 6 a.m. Oh, no worries, Denise. Good night. I didn't know what this was called, and I can't remember. Clematis? I don't know. I can't remember though. But I really loved this, and it was like there was this sort of white grey background, so it was ideal because it made the flower pop more. But yeah, I think this is a pink poppy. I might be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. I'm not sure if it is, but again, I really liked it, and I really liked the colour. So this is a rat. I thought this was a duck. I remember seeing something swimming under the water, and I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. So I zoomed in and took a picture, and it wasn't until I got home that I realised it was a rat. But yeah, it was. I didn't even realise that they could swim, and then I thought, but they live in the sewers. Why wouldn't I? Like, then they go in the sewers. Why wouldn't I think that? But yeah. This is an orange-tipped butterfly, and the thing is, right, is only the males have these orange tips here. The females just have like this dark brown or dark whatever color it is on this edge, but the males have the orange bit, and it's always the same in the sort of insect, bird, that kind of world, that the males have to make themselves that bit more fanciable for the females to be interested, I guess. But yeah, it's cool. Right, am I at the end of this? I might just be. I am at the end. So I shall bring this back up, or maybe not. Stop sharing. There you go. So that was the rest of my that was the few that I took today, and it was the rest of my favourite ones that I took out, along with the bird ones and the funny ones and all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I really love it. I'm going out tomorrow, and like I said, I'm going out tomorrow. I'm going out on Saturday. I'm going out on Sunday. Yeah, and it should be good. Okay, So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you're watching this back, thank you as well. And I shall catch you. What day are we on? One Thursday. Thursday? Yeah. So I'll be back on Saturday with a live for the lovely Sharon's birthday, who's in the chat there. And then I'll be back on Sunday with my diet word. And then I'll be back next Tuesday live for the Banish Bin at 7:30 with Ali. And what's on at the tea time? What's on after that? And then I'll Chatty Tuesday will be after that, but not a late one. I keep saying that, and then I'm promising myself it's not going to be late. Okay, not going to be late. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. God, I look rough as out, but never mind. And I will catch you later. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.